Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by TaylorMade.
Hey, Scottie continuing to make an impact in his rookie year on the PGA Tour with that great number today. You were 1 under after your opening round, and obviously you went gangbusters today. What was the difference today compared to Thursday?
After yesterday, I was very frustrated. Both my caddy and I were pretty frustrated with how yesterday went. We were both a little off, especially I kind of turned it around on the back nine, and then we made some silly mistakes down the stretch. So we were pretty frustrated. And then coming out this morning, I mean, I didn't really have any expectations going into the round. I just tried to get off to a good start, which I did. I had some really, really nice up and downs to start the day, which definitely freed me up for the rest of the game.
Take us inside your head as you're chasing this sub-60 number. Are you staying in the moment, playing shot by shot, or are you inspired to try to get under 60 as you continue through your round?
So I didn't really think about it until I actually missed a birdie putt on, I believe, 13. And then I missed the putt, and I was like, huh, I wonder what I'm at. And then I did the math. I can't remember what I am now, but or what I was at the time. But I did a good job of staying in the moment, just trying to make as many birdies as you can. You can't really overthink it because it's almost like you're playing a wolf game or something. You're just trying to birdie every hole. And it's nice when you can get into that zone and stroke play for sure.
Were you thinking about it over that final putt on 18?
Yeah.
What was that process like?
Yeah, honestly, I had a nice tip from my coach last night. He texted me something about my putting, and that's really all I was thinking about over the ball, was just trying to let that putter swing. That was about it. It's
a select list of players who've gone sub-60. You've done it in your rookie year. How impactful is that on your career?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think it'll be more impactful if I have a good weekend and finish the job, but we're only halfway done, so looking forward to the next couple of rounds, and yeah.
Congratulations on the day.
Yeah, thanks, appreciate it.
All right, so Scottie joins the list with these gentlemen, Noda, who have gone sub-60 on the PGA Tour without a bogey or eagle on the card. 12 birdies Friday for the 2018 Texas graduate. What a show he put on in the morning.
Career low for you. Are congratulations or condolences in order?
Either one, I don't really care. It's a good score. I'm happy with it. I played really well yesterday. I didn't make any putts. Today I played the same. I just rolled in some putts, and so it was definitely nice to see the ball going in the hole.
I'm sure you've been asked all this stuff before, but when you're 6 under through 4, when you're 9 under through 8, what goes through your mind?
No, I just keep trying to make birdies. I'm swinging good. As long as I could get it in the fairway, I knew I could attack the golf course. The greens are still receptive. I mean, they started to bounce a little more this afternoon, but still receptive enough to be aggressive with your shots if you're coming out of the fairway.
Were you thinking 59 or lower at any point in the round? And if not, why not?
Yeah, I was trying to birdie every hole. So, just on the back nine, I just didn't get in the fairway enough to attack all the flags. When I was in the fairway, I hit nice shots, though, and gave myself some good looks.
13 and 17,
yeah,
things like that.
15, I think.
15 was in that rough, though, right?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Whatever. I don't know. I get confused on the holes.
Why not hit 3-wood? At what point were you always thinking driver?
I just didn't really think about it, honestly. Yeah, I mean, because I kind of like hitting that little chippy low cut, and I just pushed it a hair.
You're trying to, I mean, you said you're trying to basically birdie every hole. You get down to 18, you surely know it's a birdie for a 59.
Yeah.
At that point.
Absolutely.
Are you approaching that effort at birdie any differently than just going through the back nine? You know what I mean by that?
No, I mean, no matter what score I'm at going into 18 on here on this part, it's downwind today. I'm always trying to make a birdie.
Going back to my original question, I know how you feel about it. It's a pretty good. It's your best ever. But do you get a sense that everyone's kind of feels bad for you?
I don't know. I wanted to shoot 59. I've never done it, so it'd have been nice. I don't think so.
Wow.
Not that I remember, and I think I'd remember that.
On your putting, DJ, there was a couple times it looked like there was a movement you were making.
Yeah, it's just a drill I do on the putting green. So I don't know. I did it today. It worked out there it just gets my right arm set where I want it to be, and just so I can get the feel. Do it before I take my practice strokes, and just so I get it set well. And then go from there.
Is that a product of yesterday? Any frustration from just not,
a little bit.
Not rolling it in?
But yeah, I mean, I worked on it yesterday afternoon and then some more this morning. So I feel good over the putter. I feel like, you know, I'm rolling it nicely, hitting it down the lines.
Where do you think you'll shoot tomorrow?
I have no idea. I'm going to go out and shoot as low as I can now.
Is it nerve-wracking to be that? I'm not sure if nerve-wracking is the right word, but is it nerve-wracking to be that deep under par?
No, it's not nerve-wracking. I mean, obviously, you know, trying to shoot 59, you know, you can definitely feel it, you know. And two, obviously, I knew I was in the, you know, was leading also. So, you know, coming down the stretch, you maybe put a little more pressure on yourself because you want to make those birdies or make those putts. But, you know, I made some nice par putts to keep myself in the game. So, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm in a good spot, and I'll come out tomorrow and try to shoot another low one.
Leishman said it was some of the easiest golf he's ever seen on the front nine. Did it feel that way to you?
Yeah, I mean, I was, you know, hitting the fairway, and you know, I'm swinging my irons really well, so I hit a lot of shots really close to the hole. You know, made a long putt on two. That was a long one. You know, maybe a 30-footer or whatever, 40 feet. You know, that was obviously a bonus, but the rest of them were, you know, inside of 10 feet, maybe one 15-footer maybe. You know, so I was hitting it where I wanted to and leaving myself with good putts.
You missed the fairway at 4, though.
Yeah, it's because I was on the green.
What did you hit there?
Driver. I hit a little chip driver up there to about 4 feet. It's nice.
Dustin, when did you see that Scottie at shot 59?
Early in my round.
What'd you think?
It's a good score. He played well today.
The one and only Dustin Johnson. 3 sub-60 rounds shot on the PGA Tour, the first 60 years in existence. How about that? Dustin Johnson now leads at the 36-hole mark of the Northern Trust, first event in the FedEx Cup playoffs. He has catapulted himself from 15th all the way to 2nd currently in the FedEx Cup point standings. Look at those numbers. Incredibly low scores. Phenomenal golf shot today by Dustin Johnson and the rest of the guys in the field. But we've got to go back to talk about Dustin and Scottie. Just amazing golf from those two gentlemen.
Well, I think it's a little comical that the media is treating Dustin like he went out and he failed at something. And to be 11 under through 11 holes and for him to not be able to capitalize on that coming in could be perceived as a failure, but there's two things that are going well. He surpassed a career low for him, and most importantly, he's leading the golf tournament. So for Scottie Scheffler on the other side of the coin, he's a tour rookie. He's really started to make his mark in the game. Had a career-high finish at the PGA Championship a couple weeks ago and tied for 4th. He was the only player of the players that finished in the top 8 that week that had a round over par. None of the other players that finished in 8th position or higher had any rounds over par. So he was trending. This was in the making, and he just was able to go out there and capitalize. And he has that aggressive sort of keep the pedal down mentality. When he was at University of Texas, brought that to the Korn Ferry, and now we're seeing that showcased here on the PGA Tour.
The vibe was a little funky because there weren't fans. Usually on a PGA Tour, when someone's going that low, the fans are scurrying around to go get there to see it in person. Today was a little bit different, but still you had that tension watching it on TV. We hope you enjoyed it. It certainly was a lot of fun. Now, we talked about those sub-60 rounds on the PGA Tour, 3 of them in the first 60 years. How about since 2010, there have been 9? So take agronomy, equipment, athleticism. These guys are good, man. They're really, really good. And by the way, in 2010 at the John Deere Classic, same day, Paul Goydo shot 59, Steve Stricker shot a 60, and Stricker went on to win that week. So maybe that bodes well for Dustin Johnson. There have been 12 sub-60 rounds on the PGA Tour, but just 11 players have done it. Jim Furyk did it twice, including the Tour's lowest ever round in Cromwell, Connecticut. 7 of the 12 have come since the 2010 season, but 2 of them were done in 2010, so 9 in the last decade. He does safely get himself to the weekend at the Northern Trust, week 1 of these FedEx Cup playoffs. Tiger Woods, a so-so day, to say the least, with a even par 71 after that 3-under par 68 on Thursday. So where would you put his game right now, and why wasn't he able to put it into gear like he always seemingly does?
I don't think he's driving it well enough right now. Right now, if you just look, he's hit 15 out of 28 fairways. Tiger, the way he's playing now, the distance is still there. He's averaging right around 300 yards off the tee. So the distance isn't the issue, but he has to create more chances for his irons. And in particular for today's round, his iron play wasn't on point. When he got it on line, the distance wasn't right. When he was trying to play himself out of trouble, he didn't quite shape the shot the way that he had wanted and left himself with some really awkward pitch shots that we saw sort of create some bogeys in his round. So he's got to drive it a little bit better, closer to 60%, and then let his iron play start to find its way back into form. It's just a lack of repetitions in competition. I don't think there's any red flags here. The body looked okay as he came down the last few holes.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you. He has not played a lot of golf in 2020 at the PGA Tour level, but as you know, practicing at home, playing at home at the Medalist or in his practice area and his house is not the same at playing at this level. Can he make a quick fix this weekend and give himself a better chance going into the BMW Championship?
Well, what I really like about it is that his body did look good today as he came down the stretch, and that he's committed for next week, and that he made the cut this week. I think the more reps Tiger gets under his belt headed in to the end of the year is going to bode well for him as he starts to create some momentum. The only way to start making a lot of putts is to work on your putting, both on the practice green and then take what you feel is going to work into the competitive realm. He's doing that. He's not seeing the results yet, but I think you're going to see a turnaround over these next couple weeks.